What if I told you that one of Hollywood's biggest stars was also a groundbreaking inventor who helped defeat the Nazis? Most people know Hedy Lamarr as the glamorous actress from the golden age of cinema, but few realize she developed a revolutionary frequency-hopping technology during World War II that later became the foundation for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary dual life of a woman who was both a silver screen siren and a brilliant scientific mind. By the end of this video, you'll understand how this self-taught inventor developed frequency-hopping spread-spectrum technology while maintaining a successful film career, and why her innovations were classified as top secret for decades. Early life and rise to stardom. Hedy Lamarr was born Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler on November 9, 1914, in Vienna, Austria. She came from a well-educated, upper-class family. Her father, Emil Kiesler, was a successful bank director who nurtured her curiosity about technology, and her mother, Gertrude Kiesler, was a concert pianist. As a young girl, Hedy displayed remarkable intelligence and an early fascination with machines. Her father often took her on walks, explaining how different mechanical devices worked, which planted the seeds for her later innovations. Despite her natural aptitude for science, she gravitated toward acting and became a film star in her teenage years. She gained international fame in 1933 with her controversial role in the film Ecstasy, where she became the first woman to portray a simulated orgasm in a non-pornographic film, a groundbreaking but controversial performance at the time. Soon after, she married Friedrich Mandl, a wealthy arms dealer who had ties to fascist leaders like Benito Mussolini and Adolf Hitler. Though Mandl tried to suppress her acting career and keep her under tight control, this period of her life introduced her to advanced military technology, as she attended his business meetings with scientists and engineers. Lamarr eventually escaped her restrictive marriage in 1937, fleeing to Paris and then London. There, she met the head of MGM Studios, Louis B. Mayer, who was impressed by her beauty and screen presence. He offered her a contract and renamed her Hedy Lamarr, inspired by silent film actress Barbara Lamarr. She moved to Hollywood, quickly becoming one of the most glamorous and sought-after actresses of the golden age of Hollywood. Hollywood career and iconic roles. Hedy Lamarr starred in numerous films throughout the 1940s and 1950s, often cast as the exotic femme fatale or seductive beauty. Some of her most famous films include Algiers, 1938, her breakout Hollywood film, co-starring Charles Boyer. This film cemented her image as an enigmatic beauty. Boomtown, 1940, a star-studded film featuring Clark Gable and Spencer Tracy. Ziegfeld Girl, 1941, co-starring Judy Garland and Lana Turner. This film showcased Hollywood glamour. Come Live With Me, 1941, a romantic comedy with James Stewart. Samson and Delilah, 1949, one of her most commercially successful films, where she played Delilah, seducing Victor Mature Samson in Cecil B. DeMille's biblical epic. My Favorite Spy, 1951, a comedic film with Bob Hope. Though her beauty often overshadowed her acting talent, Lamarr was one of the biggest stars of her time and was even dubbed the most beautiful woman in the world. However, her true passion was invention, and she often worked on her scientific ideas in between film shoots. The invention of frequency-hopping technology by Hedy Lamarr. Background and development. In 1941, Hedy Lamarr, working alongside composer and inventor George Antheil, developed a revolutionary method for secure radio communications known as frequency-hopping spread spectrum, FHSS. This technology aimed to prevent the jamming of radio signals, particularly in military applications. During World War II, the U.S. military faced a critical problem. Torpedoes guided by radio signals were vulnerable to enemy interference. Adversaries could detect and jam the signal by broadcasting noise on the same frequency, rendering the torpedo useless. Lamarr's invention provided a solution by allowing the signal to switch frequencies continuously, making it much harder to intercept or jam. Technical aspects of frequency-hopping technology. Concept of frequency hopping. The system worked by rapidly switching between multiple frequencies within a defined range. The pattern of frequency changes was synchronized between the transmitter, control station, and receiver, torpedo, ensuring seamless communication. Even if an enemy detected the signal momentarily, it would have changed to a different frequency before it could be effectively jammed. Implementation using a player piano mechanism. Lamarr and Antheil's design relied on a system of perforated rolls, similar to those used in player pianos, to control the frequency hopping sequence. A clockwork mechanism would advance the tape at a set interval, changing the frequency at each step. The same sequence of frequency shifts was pre-programmed into both the transmitter and receiver, ensuring synchronized communication. Encryption and security benefits. Since only the transmitter and receiver knew the pre-arranged hopping pattern, eavesdroppers would not be able to follow the conversation or commands. Interference from external signals or enemy jamming became ineffective, as the signal never remained on a single frequency long enough for disruption. Patent and military use. Patent application. Lamarr and Antheil filed a patent for their secret communication system on June 10, 1941. The U.S. government granted patent number 2,292,387 on August 11, 1942. The invention was classified as a military secret, restricting its immediate use. Delayed adoption. Although the concept was groundbreaking, the U.S. Navy did not implement it during World War II due to its reliance on mechanical components. Electronic advancements in the 1950s and 1960s made it more practical. By the 1960s, the U.S. military began using electronic versions of frequency-hopping spread spectrum for secure communications. Long-term technological impact. The frequency-hopping principle became a foundation for modern wireless communication and evolved into spread spectrum technology, which is now used in Bluetooth technology, which uses frequency hopping to minimize interference, Wi-Fi networks, to prevent signal congestion and improve security, GPS systems, which rely on spread spectrum for accuracy and resistance to interference, cellular networks, where frequency hopping improves reliability, military and secure communications, where it remains crucial in encrypted transmissions. Conclusion. Hedy Lamarr's invention of frequency hopping technology provided a highly effective method for secure, interference-resistant communication. While it was initially overlooked, it later became essential in both military and civilian wireless communications. Her work directly contributed to the development of Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS, and other modern digital communication systems. In the next section, we'll explore how Hedy Lamarr's groundbreaking invention of frequency hopping technology has shaped the modern world, powering everything from Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to GPS and secure communications. Bluetooth technology and frequency hopping. Overview of Bluetooth technology. Bluetooth is a short-range wireless communication technology that allows devices to exchange data over radio frequencies. It is widely used in smartphones, laptops, headphones, smartwatches, and other electronic devices to enable wireless connections without the need for cables. One of the key features that makes Bluetooth reliable and resistant to interference is frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS, a technique originally developed from Hedy Lamarr's frequency hopping technology. How frequency hopping works in Bluetooth. Bluetooth operates in the 2.4 GHz industrial, scientific, and medical (ISM) frequency band, which is also used by Wi-Fi, microwave ovens, and other wireless technologies. This means there is a high chance of interference from multiple devices operating on the same spectrum. To avoid interference, Bluetooth employs adaptive frequency hopping, AFH, a variation of frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS. Frequency hopping process. Bluetooth divides the 2.4 GHz spectrum into 79 channels, each 1 MHz wide, for older Bluetooth versions. A device will hop between these channels up to 1,600 times per second, ensuring that any single transmission does not stay on one frequency long enough to be disrupted. The hopping pattern is synchronized between the transmitting and receiving devices, so they both change frequencies at the same time. Avoiding interference with adaptive frequency hopping, AFH. Older frequency hopping techniques hopped randomly across all available channels, increasing the risk of occasional interference. Adaptive frequency hopping, AFH, introduced in Bluetooth 1.2, actively scans for congested channels and avoids them. If a particular frequency is heavily used by Wi-Fi or another Bluetooth device, AFH removes it from the hopping sequence, reducing conflicts and improving performance. Benefits of frequency hopping in Bluetooth. Reduces interference. Since Bluetooth changes frequencies constantly, it is difficult for other signals to disrupt communication for more than a fraction of a second. Even if a channel is busy, Bluetooth will quickly move to a different one, maintaining a stable connection. Enhances security. Because Bluetooth does not transmit on a single, fixed frequency, it is harder for attackers to intercept or jam the signal. Without knowledge of the exact hopping sequence, unauthorized access becomes difficult. Improves power efficiency. Frequency hopping allows Bluetooth to use lower power compared to fixed-frequency transmissions. By transmitting only in short bursts and quickly moving frequencies, Bluetooth consumes less energy, making it ideal for battery-powered devices like wireless headphones and smartwatches. Allows multiple devices to operate in the same area. Many Bluetooth devices can function in the same space without significant interference because they each use different hopping sequences. This prevents congestion and enables smooth operation of multiple wireless peripherals like Bluetooth headphones, keyboards, and mice working simultaneously. Conclusion. Bluetooth technology relies on frequency hopping to minimize interference, enhance security, and improve efficiency. By rapidly switching between multiple frequencies, Bluetooth ensures a stable, secure, and low-power wireless connection, making it essential for modern wireless communication. The foundation of this technology can be traced back to the frequency hopping concept invented by Hedy Lamarr, demonstrating its lasting impact on wireless communications today. Wi-Fi via spread-spectrum technology. Overview. Wi-Fi is a wireless networking technology that allows devices to communicate over radio waves, providing internet access and local network connectivity. One of its core technologies is spread-spectrum transmission, which enhances reliability, security, and interference resistance. Spread-spectrum technology in Wi-Fi. Spread-spectrum technology is a method of transmitting radio signals over a wide frequency range to improve performance and mitigate interference. Wi-Fi primarily uses direct sequence spread spectrum, DSS, and frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS, for signal transmission. Types of spread spectrum techniques in Wi-Fi. Direct sequence spread spectrum, DSSS, used in IEEE 802.11b Wi-Fi standard. Expands data signals over a wider frequency band using a chipping sequence like Barker code. Reduces susceptibility to interference and enhances signal robustness. Data rate options: 1 megabit per second, 2 megabits per second, 5.5 megabits per second, and 11 megabits per second. Frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS, used in early IEEE 802.11 implementations. Rapidly switches frequencies in a pseudo-random sequence to avoid interference. Less common in modern Wi-Fi as DSSS and OFDM, orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, became dominant. Orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, OFDM, successor to spread spectrum in modern Wi-Fi, splits signals into multiple subcarriers, reducing interference and improving speed. Supports higher data rates compared to DSSS and FHSS. Wi-Fi frequency bands and spread spectrum application. Wi-Fi operates within licensed ISM, industrial, scientific, and medical frequency bands, utilizing spread spectrum technology. 2.4 GHz band uses DSSS and OFDM. 5 GHz band uses OFDM exclusively. 6 GHz band uses OFDM for increased efficiency. Advantages of spread spectrum in Wi-Fi. Interference resistance. Spreads signals over a broader range, reducing interference from other devices. Improved security. Signals are harder to detect and jam due to the wide frequency use. Better reliability. If part of the signal is lost due to noise, the chipping sequence allows data recovery. Multiple access capability. Allows multiple users to communicate simultaneously with minimal interference. Modern replacements and evolution. While DSSS and FHSS were crucial in early Wi-Fi, modern standards use OFDM and MIMO, multiple input, multiple output, to achieve higher speeds and efficiency. Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 7 utilize OFDMA, orthogonal frequency division multiple access, to optimize bandwidth use. Conclusion. Spread spectrum technology was fundamental in the development of Wi-Fi, particularly in early standards like 802.11b. Although newer modulation techniques, such as OFDM, have largely replaced DSSS and FHSS in modern Wi-Fi, the principles of spread-spectrum transmission remain crucial for wireless communications robustness, security, and efficiency. GPS systems and spread-spectrum technology. 1. Overview of GPS systems. The Global Positioning System, GPS, is a satellite-based navigation system that provides location, velocity, and time synchronization to users worldwide. It consists of space segment, 24-plus operational satellites in medium Earth orbit, 200 km altitude. Control segment, ground stations that monitor and manage satellites. User segment, receivers, such as in smartphones, vehicles, and military devices, that process GPS signals. GPS uses radio signals transmitted by satellites, which contain precise timing and positioning data. The receiver calculates its position by measuring the time delay between the transmission and reception of multiple satellite signals. 2. Role of spread spectrum in GPS accuracy and interference resistance. Spread spectrum technology is critical in GPS because it improves signal reliability, enhances accuracy, and protects against interference. The key techniques used are CDMA, Code Division Multiple Access, and DSSS, Direct Sequence Spread Spectrum. A. Direct Sequence Spread Spectrum, DSSS. DSSS spreads a narrowband GPS signal over a wider frequency spectrum, making it harder to jam or interfere with. Each GPS satellite transmits a unique pseudo-random noise, PRN, code, allowing receivers to distinguish signals from different satellites. This process makes GPS signals resilient to multipath interference, signals bouncing off buildings, and noise. B. Code Division Multiple Access, CDMA. GPS satellites share the same frequency but transmit signals using different PRN codes. The receiver correlates received signals with known PRN codes to extract data, even when multiple satellites are transmitting simultaneously. CDMA helps mitigate interference and ensures continuous tracking in noisy environments. C. Resistance to interference and jamming. Anti-jamming features. Spread spectrum signals make GPS resistant to deliberate jamming since the signal is harder to isolate and disrupt. Error correction codes. GPS signals include redundancy to recover lost data due to noise or interference. Wideband nature. The signal's low power and broad frequency range make it less susceptible to narrowband interference sources. 3. Accuracy enhancements in GPS. Several factors improve GPS accuracy beyond spread spectrum. A. Multi-frequency signals. Modern GPS receivers use dual-frequency, L1, L2, L5, signals to correct for ionospheric delay and improve precision. B. Augmentation systems. WAS, Wide Area Augmentation System, and EGNOS, European Geostationary Navigation Overlay Service, provide correction data to improve GPS accuracy for aviation and surveying. C. RTK, Real-Time Kinematics, and PPP, Precise Point Positioning. RTK uses reference stations to correct GPS signals, achieving centimeter-level accuracy. PPP applies satellite corrections for submeter accuracy without ground stations. 4. Applications of GPS spread spectrum technology. Navigation and transportation, used in cars, planes, ships, and drones. Military and defense, resistant to jamming, used for guided weapons and secure communications. Surveying and mapping. High-precision GPS enhances geospatial mapping. Emergency services, helps locate distress signals during disasters. Autonomous vehicles, essential for self-driving cars and UAVs. Conclusion. Spread spectrum technology, particularly DSSS and CDMA, is fundamental to GPS functionality. It ensures accurate positioning, protects against interference, and allows multiple satellites to transmit data simultaneously without confusion. These features make GPS reliable for critical applications, from navigation to scientific research. Cellular networks and frequency hopping for reliability. 1. Overview of cellular networks. Cellular networks are wireless communication systems that divide a geographical area into cells, each served by a base station. They enable seamless communication for mobile devices by dynamically assigning radio frequencies and handing off connections as users move between cells. 2. Frequency hopping. What it is. Frequency hopping is a technique used in wireless communication where a signal rapidly switches between multiple frequency channels during transmission. It enhances security, reduces interference, and improves reliability by minimizing the effects of interference and multipath fading. 3. How frequency hopping improves reliability. Interference reduction. By switching frequencies, signals are less affected by narrowband interference from other devices or networks. Mitigating multipath fading. Multipath fading occurs when signals take multiple paths to reach the receiver, causing phase shifts and signal degradation. Frequency hopping reduces its impact by changing frequencies frequently. Resilience to jamming. Since the transmission doesn't stay on one frequency, intentional jamming becomes less effective. Load balancing helps distribute traffic efficiently, preventing congestion in certain frequency bands. 4. Types of frequency hopping. Fast frequency hopping. FFH changes frequencies multiple times per transmitted symbol, making it highly resistant to interference. Slow frequency hopping. SFH changes frequencies less frequently, typically once per data packet or frame, balancing reliability and complexity. 5. Use in cellular networks. GSM networks. Frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS, is used in GSM to reduce co-channel interference and enhance call quality. 4G per LTE networks. While LTE primarily relies on orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, OFDM, some systems implement adaptive frequency hopping to handle congestion. 5G networks. Dynamic spectrum sharing, DSS, and frequency agility techniques leverage frequency hopping concepts for efficient spectrum use. 6. Practical benefits in mobile communication. Improved call quality. Reduces dropped calls and noise in voice transmission. Better data transmission. Increases stability and speed in mobile internet connections. Enhanced security. Makes eavesdropping harder by spreading signals over multiple frequencies. Military and secure communications. The role of encrypted transmissions. Military and secure communications rely on encrypted transmissions to protect sensitive information from interception, cyber threats, and electronic warfare. Encryption ensures confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity, which are essential for military operations, intelligence gathering, and national security. Key aspects of military and secure communications. 1. Importance of encrypted transmissions. Confidentiality prevents adversaries from intercepting and understanding communications. Integrity ensures messages are not tampered with or altered during transmission. Authenticity verifies the identity of communicating parties to prevent impersonation. Availability ensures communication networks remain operational despite cyber attacks or jamming attempts. 2. Encryption methods in military communications. Symmetric encryption uses a single secret key for both encryption and decryption, e.g., AES 256. Asymmetric encryption uses a public and private key pair, e.g., RSA, ECC, for secure key exchanges. Quantum encryption, emerging technology using quantum mechanics, e.g., quantum key distribution, QKD, to create ultra-secure communication channels. 3. Secure communication networks and protocols. Secure radio communications. Uses frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS, and encryption, e.g., syncers, have quick to avoid interception. Protected against jamming and signal interference. Satellite communications, SATCOM, uses encrypted signals and anti-jamming technology to ensure secure global communication. Examples: Milstar, AHF, advanced extremely high-frequency satellites. Secure internet and data transmission. Encrypted military-grade VPNs, TLS/SSL protocols, and classified networks, e.g., SIPRnet, JWICs, for secure data exchange. Stealth and covert communications. Low probability of intercept, LPI, and low probability of detection, LPD, technologies for stealth operations. Spread spectrum and encrypted burst transmissions reduce signal exposure. 4. Challenges and threats to secure communications. Cyber warfare. State and non-state actors attempt to hack or disrupt military communications. Electronic warfare. EW jamming, spoofing, and eavesdropping on enemy signals. Quantum computing threats. Future quantum computers could break traditional encryption methods. Insider threats and human errors. Secure systems can be compromised by unauthorized disclosures or misconfigurations. 5. Future of military and secure communications. Post-quantum cryptography. Developing algorithms resistant to quantum attacks. AI-powered security. AI-driven anomaly detection to prevent breaches. 5G and beyond. Secure, high-speed military networks with advanced encryption. Blockchain for secure messaging. Tamper-proof communication records for intelligence and battlefield coordination. Hedy Lamarr's lasting legacy. Hedy Lamarr was far more than just a Hollywood icon. While the world admired her for her beauty and talent, few realized that behind the glamour was a brilliant mind that revolutionized the way we communicate. Today, her contributions to technology, once overlooked, now stand as a testament to her visionary genius. Recognition that came too late. Despite the groundbreaking nature of her work, Lamarr did not receive immediate recognition for her invention. The U.S. Navy set her ideas aside during World War II, and for decades, her role in developing frequency-hopping technology remained largely unknown. Key facts about her late recognition. In 1997, more than 50 years after she and George Antheil patented their secret communication system, Lamarr was awarded the Electronic Frontier Foundation (EFF) Pioneer Award, recognizing her contribution to the digital age. That same year, she was honored with the Bowlby-Nass Spirit of Achievement Award, often called the Oscar for inventors. In 2014, she was posthumously inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, cementing her place in history not just as a star, but as a true innovator. For most of her life, she never received the credit she truly deserved. But today, we know that her brilliance extended far beyond the silver screen. Her ideas continue to power the technology we use every day. The impact of her invention today. Wi-Fi and wireless communications. Every time you connect to Wi-Fi, send a Bluetooth file, or use a GPS system, you're using the principles of spread spectrum and frequency hopping that Hedy Lamarr helped pioneer. Secure military communications. Her technology has been implemented in military operations, securing encrypted transmissions for modern warfare, satellite communications, and intelligence networks. Cybersecurity and encrypted messaging. Many modern encryption techniques used in messaging apps, digital transactions, and online security owe their origins to Lamarr's early work in secure communication. From the battlefields of World War II to the smartphones in our pockets, her invention has become the backbone of modern digital security and connectivity. Hedy Lamarr, a role model for women in STEM. In an era when women were often excluded from scientific recognition, Lamarr's achievements as an inventor remained overshadowed by her Hollywood career. Her influence on women in STEM. She has become a symbol of intelligence and creativity, proving that women can thrive in both the arts and sciences. Many STEM scholarships and programs today honor her legacy, inspiring young women to pursue careers in science, technology, and engineering. Her story is now included in educational curriculums, showcasing her as a pioneer in both cinema and innovation. Hedy Lamarr shattered stereotypes. She was more than just a starlet. She was an inventor, a visionary, and a trailblazer for future generations of innovators. Hedy's story lives on. When we look at the world around us, Hedy Lamarr's influence is everywhere. In the way we communicate, the way we protect digital information, and the way technology continues to evolve. Archival footage of Lamarr in classic Hollywood films. Overlapping animations of Wi-Fi symbols, satellites, encrypted messaging, and military networks showing how her ideas power today's world. A final slow zoom on a famous photo of Hedy Lamarr, with a glowing overlay of mathematical equations and radio waves. Final words. She once said, "The world isn't getting any easier. With all these new inventions, I believe that people are hurried more and pushed more. The simplicity is gone." But perhaps, Hedy Lamarr's greatest legacy is in the very inventions that have made our world more connected than ever before. A true innovator, ahead of her time. Hedy Lamarr, the actress who changed the future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hedy Lamarr's legacy, don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing to CyberTheo for more explorations into the hidden figures of science and technology.